We, the leadership from Northern Kenya, are deeply dismayed by the Deputy President's recent public statements, yesterday as a matter of fact, questioning the integrity and competence of constitutional office holders. That also includes the President himself, questioning, in other words, not only other officers in constitutional offices, but the President's ability to make the right decisions for Kenyans in matters of appointment. The presidency, including the office of the Deputy President, bears significant responsibilities and commands respect under the Constitution of Kenya. Yet the Deputy President's actions in discussing senior civil servants and the President himself in a press statement, instead of taking his concerns to the President and members of the National Security Committee, is reckless and unfortunate. We, the leaders, firmly support the President's decision to withdraw the Finance Bill 2024 in response to widespread dissatisfaction expressed through nationwide protests. This decision, which in our view was duly informed by the President through all the different arms of the government that have the responsibilities of such information, in our opinion, was a well thought out and a very good thing to protect the stability and the unity of our country. We also believe that what happened is that whereas the Gen Z, boys and girls, had legitimate concerns, they were nonetheless infiltrated by criminal elements, and the legitimate peaceful demonstrators were their issue or their own what you call cause was watered down. It resulted in losses of life, looting of businesses, and destruction of property. These criminals, who undoubtedly were sponsored by people, infiltrated the peaceful and legitimate protests and brought mayhem to Kenyans. The motive of the President, of the Deputy President, to try and come barely an hour after the President has issued his own statement, which was arrived at with consultation by all the members of Parliament who voted for the bill and who basically informed the President also, and who were happy that this momentous decision was reached by the President to withdraw this bill in its entirety until such a time that something else engages the Gen Z and engages all other stakeholders who have expressed their own dissatisfaction with the previous bill. His Excellency, Deputy President, or rather would I say Rigathi Gachagua and associates have gone on a potentially destabilizing movements of the government today. They want to bring down this government. Rigathi today is the leader of the opposition in this country. And not just a genuine opposition that is out there to correct the government by telling the government what to do and what not to do in terms of public participation, but one that is designed to bring down this government by trying to manipulate criminal elements within the society. The Deputy President must come out and clarify to the Kenyan public his knowledge of the individuals who were responsible for the violence that took over the otherwise peaceful protests of the Gen Z and caused a lot of mayhem in this country. The unfortunate utterances of the Deputy President scheme and undermine the sanctity and honor of the presidency and the government results. We call upon, whereas Rigathi Gachagua continues to serve as the Deputy President of this country, we call on him to resign immediately. If he's not happy with this president, let him resign from this administration and let him prepare himself for the contest in 2027. He can run in as a presidential candidate in 2027, and if he's going to be popular with the Kenyan people, we will see what he's going to do. You cannot become a president of this country by continuously dividing Kenyans along ethnic lines, along class lines, along all sorts of things.
What happened yesterday has never happened in this way of this country. And I think we cannot take that route. I remember one time James Orengo was saying, government eating its own children. That is where we are headed. The security lapse that happened on Tuesday, if we are to blame, we blame all the departments of security, not one arm of security. You don't expect police to go on the road or to go parliament and protect the parliament. But the way it has come out, that is personal attack to one individual. And I think this is a junior officer who can be reprimanded by the same Deputy President at his own time than going public, because that clearly brings down the government sensitive department that should not have been discussed on the social media.
My most heartfelt condolences to all the protesters who have lost their lives in the Gen Z demonstrations. I pray to Almighty to grant their families comfort and strength at this extraordinary time, at this time of great moment of healing. When this government was voted on the creed or the belief of the Hustler Nation, that we must fight tribal and other ethnic balkanization in this country. The first person to put this government on the back foot by careless utterances about shareholding was none other than the Deputy President. He has continued to make statements that have continued to incense Kenyans and continued to put government on the back foot. It is one of the major recipes that precipitated the crisis that we have. We can now not purport to exit a crisis he has created by inciting various formations of this country in an ethnic way, and purport now to be an advisor of what should and should not have happened.
Second, we want to congratulate our president and his entire leadership, that is the members of parliament, for KK coalition and those who have voted yes, for taking a collective responsibility of rejecting the finance bill. For the sake of peace or withdrawing and rejecting the finance bill for the sake of peace and tranquility. And that has clearly shown the kind of leadership our president has shown. Our president listens, our president consults, our president welcomes participatory leadership, and we thank him for that.